Assalamu alaikum dear students. In the series of learning C++ language, in the previous video, we have discussed the various features of object-oriented programming languages. There, we have discussed all the 6 features, that class, object, inheritance, abstraction, data abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism. Every minute detail regarding these features of the object-oriented programming methodology have been thoroughly and minutely discussed in previous videos. And in today's video, we are going to discuss the introduction to C++. In today's video, we will discuss what is C++. We know that C++ is the object-oriented programming language. So, the definition, if we write the definition of the C++, we can write that what is C++? Actually, C++ is general purpose, or we can say multiple purpose compile based high level object oriented programming language. What is C++? C++ is general purpose, or you can say multiple purpose, compile based high level object oriented programming language. First of all, we must know why do we need languages. We know that languages are actually needed to communicate the ideas. We need the languages to share our opinion, to share our ideas with another person in real life. We need the language to share their ideas or to communicate with each other. We need the languages. We know that we human beings need general language. For example, some persons understand English well, some understands Urdu well, some understands Hindi, some French, some Chinese. But in order to communicate with each other or in order to share their ideas, we know that we need the language. In the same way, here, what is programming language actually? This programming language. We know that the computer system only understands the binary language, that is 0 and 1s. Or we can say the computer understands only the binary language, 0 and 1s. Or we can say low level language. And we human beings understand the high level language, simple English like statements or any other language. We don't understand 0 and 1s. What are 0s and 1s? So, in order to communicate with the computer, we use some languages because we needed computer to perform some tasks. And in order to perform those tasks, we have to give the computer instructions and data on which that task is going to be performed. So, in order to communicate, or you can say in order to give the instructions to the computer system, there must be some language which the computer system understands. And that language is called a programming language. There are large number of the languages, programming language. For example, C language, front-end, basic, C++, Java, Ada, similar, etc. There are large number of the languages. But in today's video, we are going to discuss only this C++ programming language. Here, I have written that C++ is the general purpose, or you can say a multiple purpose programming language. Purpose. First, we will see what is purpose. Purpose means usage. Purpose means usage. And general. Different types of softwares. Different types. That means we can use this C++ language to design different types of the softwares here, because actually C++ is a programming language. We use the programming language in order to give the instructions to the computer system, in order to build the softwares. So here we can say general. For example, in real life, if we take the example of the general store, in general store there are a lot different types of varieties. If we go to any general store in the market, we will find there different types of varieties in the same in a single under a single building, or you can say under a single shop. So in the same way here, this C++ is a multi-purpose, or you can say general purpose programming language. That means we can use this C++, we can use C++ to perform, to design different types of the softwares. We can use it to perform different types of the softwares. So C++ is used to is used to design different types of operating systems, as you can say. Operating system is actually the collection of the softwares that control and coordinates all the functions of the computer system, or you can say inside. So what is operating system? Or we can use this C++. The first usage of C++ is that it can be used to design different types of the softwares. For example, Unix, DOS, Windows. These are the system softwares, or you can say. Or you can say these are the operating systems. The operating system is like Windows, DOS, Unix, Linux, etc. can be designed by using this C and C++. Also C language can be also used. We can also design these type of software using C language and this C++ as well. This is the first type. And second, it is also used to design the various types of the editors. Different types of the editors are going to be designed by using this C++ language. For example, Notepad, WordPad, Office. These are the editors which we use in the computer for performing our these are actually the application softwares. So these types of the softwares can also be designed by using this C++ language. And also we can use this C++ language to design the commercial software applications. Commercial. For example, we can design a software for a mall, or you can say for a shopping complex. We can design the software for the banking system. We can design the software or application software for any other business. So all these types of softwares are related with the money. So bank softwares are related with the money, business softwares are related with the money, and other types of the softwares are also related to the money. So we can say in short that C++ is used to design the commercial applications. These are used to design the commercial applications, for example, for supermarket, for banking, or for any other purpose. And as C++ is also going to be used to design the translators. C++ language is also used to design the translators. For example, we know that what is a translator? First, we must know what is a translator. A translator is actually a program which is used to convert the high-level language instructions into the machine language. For example, we know that we human beings understand high-level language, and our computer understands only the machine language, or you can say low-level language. That means the computer system understands only 0 and 1s. So whatsoever we write, whatsoever instructions we are giving to the computer by using any type of the programming language, high level language, that must be first converted into the machine language so that the computer system can understand that. So in order to convert these high level language, I can say a source code into the machine code, or we can say object code, source code into object code. There is a translator such as compiler, interpreter, and assembler. These are the translators which are designed by using the C and the C++ language. So we can say C++ language is also useful in designing these types of the translators, because we need translators in order to convert the high level language instruction to the machine level instructions, or low level language instructions, or we can say in order to convert the source code into the object code. If we relate this with the real life example, for example, if there are two persons, one person and second person, this person knows English well, and this person knows Chinese well, understands only Chinese. So in order to communicate, these two persons want to communicate with each other some ideas. They want to share some ideas. But the problem is that this person only understands Chinese, and the second person only understands English. So the problem is that the whatsoever is going to be told by this person are not going to be understood by this person. And in order to share the sources, communicate with each other, we have to put here another person that knows both Chinese, English, as well as Chinese. And this person, the third, is a mediator, or you can say it, or a translator. It translates the English like statements into Chinese, and Chinese like instructions into English, and communicate it to this person. So there is a communication between this and this. In the same way here, the computers understands only the binary language, or you can say a machine language, while we human beings understand high level language. So there must be some translators, and these translators are nothing, they are actually the programs, or you can say softwares, such as there are three types of translators: compilers, interpreter, and this assembler. We can design these types of the translators by using this C++ and C language as well. So we can say the translators, the C++ language is also useful in designing the translators. And third one, this here I have written that C++ is compile based programming language. There is a difference between the compiler and the interpreter. This compiler translates the whole program at a time into the machine code. But this interpreter translates line by line, instruction by the instruction. So this C++ programming language is compile based. That means whole program is going to be translated at a time. The instruction written in this C++ language is going to be translated into the machine language by this compiler. So it is a compiler based high level language, which this C++. And next usage of this C++ language is that the C++ language is used to design the database softwares. Database softwares like Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL. These are the database softwares which are designed by using this C++. And And by using C++, we can also design various types of the drivers, such as printer driver, keyboard driver, mouse driver, and etc. This can be also designed by using this C and C++ programming language. C++ language is also useful in designing the games. For example, mobile games. PC games. We can also design these types of games by using this C++. So we can say this C++ is a general purpose or multi-purpose programming language, because different types of the softwares can be designed by using C++. So on the basis of these features, it is called as a multi-purpose or general purpose compile based high level language, because the instructions written in C++ are human readable format. They are human understandable. So these are the high level language instructions. High level language. I hope now you have understood why the C++ programming language is called general purpose or multiple purpose compile based programming language. Now, first I am going to rub it. Here I have written that programming language. What is the program actually? If we got software, first software. What is software? Software is actually the group of programs. What is software? Software is group of, or we can say set of programs. And what is program? Program is set of instructions. And the language which are used to write these programs are called programming language. Okay, so what is a set of programs? We will try to understand this by relating it with the real world example. For example, this is our media player software. This is our media player. We know that whenever we press this button, play button in a media player, that it gets started. Whenever we press this play button here, whenever we press this play button, the media player starts to function. It starts to function. And if we press again it will change into this position. Actually, what is happening inside? Inside this button is a software, is a program. There's some program, a small program, which enables this button to play and to stop. And similarly, these are the forward buttons. Whenever we press these it goes forward. That means also there's a behind this there's some program, and also this is backward. There's also some program, and this is a stop button. There is also some program, and this is a 1 program, 2, 3, 4, and 5 programs here. So it is a set of programs, and these set of programs actually are the is called a software, and this type of software is called a media player software. So we can say in every software there are different large number of the programs, and in those programs, what are those programs? Those programs are the book of instructions, because in order to perform any task by the computer system, we have to give it instructions, and those instructions are we give it in some programming language. Here the language which we are going to use is the C++ language. So what is instruction? Set of instructions called a program, and similarly a set of programs is called instruction. Here I have visualized this example of the media player software. Actually this software contains a group of programs, and those group of programs when works in coordination with each other form a software. I hope now you understood what is the software and what is a program. A program is nothing, it is a set of instructions, because in order to communicate with a computer, we use some programming language, and in order to perform some task by the computer system, we have to give it the instructions, and those instructions are given to the computer system by using some programming language, and those set of instructions is called a program. And a set of programs then works in coordination with each other to perform some task, and those set of programs is called a software. I hope now you understood why it is called a programming language. So we can say that what is C++? Actually C++ is the compile basic general purpose. Why it is called a general purpose? Because we can use the C++ programming language to design a different types of the softwares. On the basis of that, it is called a general purpose software. So general purpose programming language, and it is a compile basic because the program is written in a C++ language, uses a compiler to translate it into the machine language, and it's a high level object oriented because it supports the features of the object oriented programming that we have discussed it in previous video. That for example object, class, encapsulation, inheritance, data hiding. Those features are going to be supported by this C++ programming language. So on the basis of that, it is called a highly object-oriented programming language. I hope now you have understood this, the introduction part to C++. Inshallah, in the next video, we will discuss the history of C++. That means why we need C++, when this C++ was invented or developed, and what is the position of the C++ today's position of C++. That all will be discussed in the next video with the help of the example very minutely. Till next video, take care. Bye bye.